Hello and welcome to CEAZOR Snack Sandwich. Today we're going to take a quick look at Food Farmer Finance. Now the founder of this reached out to me and asked me to take a look at this protocol, and I did. Now I got a little sidetracked, I got a little busy with Solidly's launch and stuff like that, so I prepared it, but I haven't been able to record it. So here I am recording it now because I have a little bit of time. So there's a few things about this, and basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to basically give out, farming as a service to people who don't want to do DeFi farming, and they're trying to tokenize that option for people. Now I'll get into. I'm going to make a flow. I made a flow chart, and I'll use the flow chart to explain how this tokenomic thing works, and you can decide if you like this or not for yourself, and so forth, and do what you want with that. Okay. One of the key factors here is the team. So basically you're going to be giving capital to these teams, and these teams are going to be doing the farming. So I would suggest you to come and read through who are these teams and what are their history and who are they, and basically try to dox them as best you can and do research on them and find out whether or not you trust that they will perform well or not. Okay. Now it's pretty interesting. The thing I do like about this is that these people are trying to use crypto to do something that's not just smart contract related. Like they're trying to actually provide a service to people and trying to get it tokenized at the same time. So it's interesting. I'm not saying I'm invested in this, or I'm not suggesting that you go out and buy this token or not, but you can watch the video, decide what you want to do by yourself. Now, before I go to the flow chart, they do have this transparency dashboard, and you can change between the networks of Ethereum and Phantom, and you can basically see what they have inside their wallet, everything they're doing, so to speak. But they're basically debanked wallets, just a little bit of transparency here on the dashboard, and this is where you will come to claim rewards if you do have rewards to claim and so forth. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's go over to the flowchart, and then you'll understand how does this FFF token work and how are they trying to integrate the treasury management and the FFF token together. Okay, so here we are on the flowchart, and here we have lazy CEAZOR sitting on a couch watching TV. He doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to increase his capital. So in this case, he has ETH, but he could have USDC. He could have anything that he could swap with the Uniswap pool or the Spooky Swap pool to get that FFF token. So in this case, I have ETH here, but it could be any token that he just swap. Right? He's not bullish ETH. He doesn't care about retaining or holding his ETH upside. He just wants to, try to gain more US dollar value. Okay. So the first thing he does is he goes to the pools, and he swaps for the token. So he would swap his ETH and he would get back the FFF token, just like any other swap, or he swap his Phantom and get back the FFF token. Okay. Now, what makes this token special is every time there is a swap or an interaction, a transfer of this token, there is a 12% tax. That's pretty substantial. 12% of the value is taken away from that token and then divide it up somehow. Okay, so 2% goes back into protocol-owned liquidity. So it deepens this pool so that there will always be liquidity there for people to trade, right? 2% goes to what they call the reflector, and I'll explain what that does in a second. And then 8% goes to the treasury, the yield farmers. You basically, so they would take that ETH and they would then use that ETH, or take that Phantom and use that Phantom for DeFi farming of some sort. Okay. If you want to know what strategies they're using, you can just follow them, because it's going to change all the time, and this video will not be relevant if I explain their current strategies. Okay. Now, here's another guy. He already has the FFF token. Okay. So whatever reason, maybe he pre-sale bought it. He was in the pre-sale, or maybe he's part of the team and he has team allocation, or maybe he just publicly bought it already and he's currently holding this FFF token. So he can go to what they call the reflector and claim his share of that ETH, or I'm not sure if there's a Phantom reflector or not, but he can claim his share of the ETH, or he can take that and what they call reinvest it. So he can, instead of claiming it as ETH, he can just claim it as FFF tokens. Now in the docs, it doesn't say if this transaction is also taxed, but I would assume it is, but I'm not sure. I did ask the founder and I haven't got an answer, so I don't have that answer for you. But if you are thinking of, doing this this action of reinvesting, I would suggest you to make sure that find out if you are being taxed on that reflection as well. Okay. Now, that's it. That's the entire system right now. Okay. Now, what I would like to see happen is this. These guys, as they start making more money with their treasury, they start giving some of it back. Maybe they can do buybacks and pay some of the tax. Or maybe they can just take some of this profit and stick it in the reflector for these guys to claim, the holders to claim. Now, they did say somewhere, I heard somewhere through a person, that they have said once they get to a certain amount of ETH, they will start to do this. So if you are thinking about doing this, maybe you can ask about how far away that is, or if this is still on the roadmap or not. So some sort of treasury back to the token holders. The way it currently is now, there is no treasury going back to the token holders. It's just correlated. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.